Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Test Automation Lab. So in this session, I think in the last session, what we did is we created a Selenium project and we did some parallel execution. We also saw how we can do the parameterization. Now we want to create a Selenium grid, right? We want to create a Selenium grid into the Dockerized Selenium grid, and where we want to execute our script, right? So in my machine, friends, I don't have Chrome, I don't have Firefox, but I want to execute. So I will create Chrome container in a virtual machine, then Firefox container, and I will execute my script there. So that's what I want actually. So let's see how we can do that, right? So before I start doing that, let me show you something, right? So if you see this diagram, right? So this big box is my machine, my host machine, and in my machine I have Docker installed. Okay, and also now if I want to execute in Chrome and Firefox browser, because in my machine I don't have Chrome and Firefox, right? So I have to create a container for Chrome. Like I have to pull this Chrome and run the Chrome in my physical machine. So a container, one virtual machine is created for Chrome. Then I have to create a container for Firefox container or virtual machine, and I have to create a hub, Selenium hub, right? So let me mention this Selenium hub, because you can say Selenium, Selenium hub. So this Selenium hub is like the master machine, right? This is the place from where I will execute my script to the Chrome and Firefox. Now friends, since these three are three different virtual machines, the Chrome, Firefox and Selenium hub, and so how they will know each other? We already discussed the Docker network. So you can create a network. Okay, Docker. So I think you know the commands, right? Docker network create name. So let me write it here maybe. So you have to say, okay, Docker create, no, not create, Docker network create something. You can give any name to your say grid name, or you can say yeah, let's say grid name. So any name you can give. So friends, first you have to create the network, and then when you run Docker, I think we already discussed this, and I hope you went through my videos for the Docker and you know everything. If you don't, please go that to video, and I have explained everything there. So I'm just giving, so okay, network, I'm just giving an overview again little bit to you. So you have to say, okay, Docker network, and then you have to provide the network name like grid name, and then hub. So what it will do, it will run the container hub grid name G. Okay, it will run the container hub, and then it will assign the grid name container, and then I will also say Docker run network. This time the network is same, grid name Chrome, CHR. So I will run the Chrome container, and the network is same. So now since this hub and Chrome, they are in the same container, and same way I will create for Firefox also. So let me copy it here. Firefox. So they will be able to communicate to each other. So this is the one way, friends. But here, since we have to create a network, we have to, while we are executing run command for Chrome, Firefox hubs, we have to assign the network. So we have one more way to do this, and I think you already know it, but let me go and explain it to you. Now friends, we already know the concept of Docker Compose. The same thing we are doing with the network, we can do with the Docker Compose. Okay friends, so what we are doing here, so this is my big box, is my machine, I have Docker installed. Now I'm running three containers, so the Chrome, Firefox and hub. I'm running these containers using the Docker Compose, right? So I have my Docker Compose. I think you know how to do the Docker Compose. You have to create a YAML file, and inside that you have to provide all the commands for running the Chrome, Firefox hub. So when it will run, it will create the network itself. You don't have to create any network. So since they all containers are created using the same Docker Compose file, so you don't need to create a network, and they will be able to execute. So the Chrome is connected to the hub, Firefox is connected to the hub, and you can access this hub using some port number. Okay, so we will see this how actually let me do one thing now. So what I will do is I will create a compose the compose file. But before that, I create a compose file. Okay, let me create a compose file. But before that, let me see. I think I already have one compose file. So what I can do is inside that, let me see, where is that? Okay, friends. So now let's see how we can create a Docker compose YAML file, right? That's what we are discussing here. If you see in this video, so we are going to create a Docker compose YAML file. In that, we will run all these containers. Okay. So to do that, let's see. So this is my Docker compose file. So you know, friends, we have the version 3, and then for everything, like I need services. What services I need? I need Hub, I need Chrome, and I need Firefox. So this is the 3 services we need. Okay, friends. Okay, good. Now, what is Hub? Hub is like, it's a type of image, right? Selenium Hub. So if you go to this Docker Hub, you can see this Selenium Hub, right? And the command is docker pull selenium hub 400 if you want 400, or you can say docker pull selenium, so that you can have the latest one. If I go back, see, the latest one is just docker pull selenium hub. You can say latest or you cannot say. So suppose I just want latest, right? Let's see what is here. Docker pull selenium hub, you can say latest, latest, latest. Now this hub will be running on, so we did the port mapping. Okay, so they exposed it to the 4444, and we are running in our local host 4444. Okay, so that is the one thing. Now Chrome is a second service that we are creating. And what is this Chrome? So Chrome we are taking from Selenium Node Chrome. So Selenium is user friends. The Selenium, like they have created these images like Hub and Node Chrome. So if you want to see this Node Chrome, let's see here. You can just search it here. Node Chrome. Here, see, it is by Selenium, right? So that's why we are saying Selenium. And then see, Node Chrome. That's it. If you say so, you can, if you want to some different version, you can go to the tags and see what are other versions are there, right? So you can just see it here. Okay, so 87.0. If you see the latest, if you want to use the latest, just check the latest when, like the latest when it is updated. So let me see, where is the latest? Okay, I'm not able to see the latest. Okay, so they have many pages, so no problem, let's use the latest. Okay, so here I will use latest. So either you provide the latest or you don't provide. Either you provide the latest or you don't provide anything. So if I don't provide, means it is latest. Okay, now friends, we are saying depends on hub. What does this mean? So friends, the master machine is the hub. Everything will be connected, right? Chrome will be connected to the hub, Firefox will be connected to the hub, and when we are executing our script, we are we are connecting to the hub. That's what we see in this diagram. See, the outward, we are connecting to the hub using the port 4444, right? So this hub needs to be up and running before we create the Chrome and Firefox container. So that's why we are saying, okay, they are depends on the hub. Okay, and what is the environment? Hub host is hub. So we are saying, okay, for Selenium node, the hub host is hub. Means for the Selenium, this Chrome, the hub is this. For Firefox, the hub is this. So we are providing the name of the hub. So we already created this hub here, and we are providing this here. So if you say it is here hub 1, if you say here, suppose hub 1, the network, the service name, so you can provide hub 1 here. If you say hub there, you can provide hub here. So that's just the name. Okay, so whatever hub we created the service, we can provide it here. Then we are creating another container for Firefox, and this is also coming from Selenium node, so let's use the latest one. Okay, and this depends on hub and also the host. So now our Docker Compose is ready. When you run this Docker Compose up, what will happen? It will run the container, this hub, Selenium hub first, in the port 4444, and when it is running, it will also run this and this. So let's see how we can do that. So friends, if you run this, since it is it will pull the three images, the Selenium Hub, Selenium Node, Chrome, and it will take some time. So what I will do, we can just go to this path. So I have my Docker Compose. Okay, let me run it. So you can do two ways. So I have my Docker Compose here. So let me go to this path in command prompt. Let me do this. So cd. So I'm just going to the command prompt. I will say cd space here. So if you say Docker Compose up, it will take lots of time because it is it will download the three images and then it will run. So if you want it should take less time, so you can do the pull first. You can pull the three images separately and then you can execute your Docker Compose. So it's up to you how you want. So if I say Docker, so let me pull these images first. Docker pull Selenium, and then I want hub, and I want latest. So I can say LAT. So it's, see what will happen. So it's going to download this. So first we will pull all the three images and then we will execute our Docker Compose. So you can do without pulling the images. So Docker Compose, it will take some time because it will pull first. So we are doing just this way. So you can do anyway, whatever you like. Either you can pull first and then you can execute the Docker Compose file, or you can execute directly and you can wait for some time, right? So you can do whatever way you want. So let's see. So yeah, friends, we have to wait because it's going to take some time. We have to wait. Okay, this is done. Nice. Now what I'm going to do, Docker pull, and I will pull this time the Chrome, right? Selenium Chrome, CHROME Chrome. So we have to write Selenium Node Chrome and node CHROME Node Chrome, right, friends? Okay, good. So again, friends, it's going to take some time because we are doing it first time, right? So this image is not in our local host and it's pulling it from the Docker hub. So that's why it's taking time. But once if it is in your machine, it will not take, it will be very quick. So if you see, these files are like little bit big, like it's already 57, 58 MB, 40 MB. So that's why it's taking some time. So we can wait. So once the Node Chrome is done, we will also pull a Firefox and then I think we will be done. So let's see this. Okay, friends, so now this is completed. Now we have one more pull, Docker pull Selenium Node Firefox. Okay, so let's have this as well. So again, this is going to take some time, so we have to wait. So let me pause the video. Okay, friends, so our pull, we also pulled the Selenium Node Firefox. Now if you go Docker and see the images we have here, see, now we have, so this Nginx is there already, so we did not pull it. Now we pulled the Firefox, Chrome and Hub. Now friends, let's execute the Docker Compose file, right? So when you execute the Docker Compose file, it will go to this path and it will execute all these commands. So it will run the Selenium Hub on the port 4444. Also it will run the Chrome and Firefox. And remember friends, this Chrome and Firefox, they depend on the hub. It means hub should be running. Okay, so that's why it will run first. And we have the environment setup. Hub host is hub. So that's I already explained to you. Now I will just say Docker compose, docker compose up. Okay, and I will just hit enter. Let's see. So since we have the image, it will not take too much time and it will just execute. We have already, so it's just executing everything like hub, frost. Now it's running, friends. So see, it's running. Now it will, if you go to your browser, let's go to the browser and you say localhost 4444. Let's see. Okay, so it's saying, just give me a second. Okay friends, so we have made the mistake. It's localhost, right? So the spelling is not correct, so let's correct it. Localhost 4444. See, now the hub, the grid is up and running here, right? You can see the Selenium Grid hub, and this is the version 3.14 that is running. Now if you go to the console, you can see the Chrome browser version 87 is running. This is the one container, it's in a one virtual machine, and this Firefox version 83.0, this is running in another container. So there are two machines which are running and they are all connected to the hub. Okay, and hub is the third machine. So we have three virtual machines or three containers is running. So if you go this command prompt, so let's open one more command prompt, cmd. We can see these containers are up and running, right? So let's go to this path, because this is where we have our docker compose file, and we will place with some more commands. Okay, nice. Now let's say docker ps -a. See, now we have Selenium node Chrome that is running. This image is running, see, up 2 minutes. Then Firefox is running, the second one, and third we have hub is running. Where hub is running? Hub is running to our local port 4444, right? Anybody wants to use this hub, and then through the hub they will use Chrome and Firefox, so they can go to the localhost 0000. It means we are using the localhost. Okay, in the localhost you have to use the 4444. So that's what we saw. If you go here, you can use this hub, and then you can use the Chrome and Firefox using that. That's what we saw in this diagram as well, right? Now I think this diagram is making more sense. See, we have a Chrome is running, Firefox is running, and they are connected to the hub, and we have our this physical machine where we have a Docker. And if you want to connect to the hub, you can connect through the port and localhost. So localhost, then you can connect. That's what we saw. Now friends, let's see what else we can do here. So we have created a grid, dockerized Selenium Grid. Okay, so we did one part is done. Now friends, suppose you want to bring this Docker compose down. So what you can do, you can say docker compose compose, and you can say down. So if you do this, all the containers will be stopped. They will be stopped and removed. Okay, but we don't want to do that. So we don't want to, because let's play with some more thing. Now suppose we again execute this docker compose. Okay, let's again run the docker compose. It's already running. So if you execute one more time, maybe by mistake or something, docker compose, let's run it in the background mode, right? So docker compose up. So what it will do? Okay, it's saying, okay, Eclipse workspace hub 1 is up to date, Firefox is up to date, everything is up to date. There is nothing to do. If there is any changes like version change or anything, then maybe it will again pull it and run it, but there is no change. So it will say, okay, everything is up to date and I don't have anything to do, right? But suppose sometimes now we have only one Chrome browser and Firefox, but maybe you have thousands of test cases and you are doing parallel execution and you need more browsers. So how you can do that? So when you say docker compose up, then you can say, okay, minus scale. You have to just use this parameter scale. Okay, I want 4 instances of the Chrome, right? So let's see. Now if you go here and refresh it, and you go to the console, see, now I have 4 instances of Chrome and 1 instance of Firefox. So you can increase any number of browser containers you want. So that is, if you go to this, let's see, if I go again docker compose ps minus a. See, now we have 4 Chrome's containers are running. They are four containers. They have a different container ID and one Firefox container. So now we have 6 virtual machines, or 6 containers are running. 4 for Chrome, 1 for Firefox, and 1 for Hub. Okay, friends. So we did this much. Now, friends, suppose you have now 4. Now, suppose you execute docker compose scale. Now I want 2. If you execute this, what will happen? So now if you go here, you will still see 4 because you actually removed two Chromes. But here, if you refresh, it is taking some time. If you see, because it don't know, the hub don't know that you have removed. So if you see this diagram here now, see, so you have 1 Chrome, you have 2 Chrome, you have 3 Chrome. So everything is Chrome here, right? We have, let's see, this is a Chrome, CHROME Chrome. This is a Chrome, CHROME Chrome, and everything, right? Everything is connected to this hub. This is connected here. This is connected here, right? Now, when you remove this, when you what you did, you remove this Chrome from here, right? Let's remove it. And you remove this Chrome as well. Now when you remove it, this hub don't know that you removed, okay? And it's still trying to reach the Chrome, and it will take some time to see. Still it's showing, if you refresh, it's saying 4. Let me refresh it again. So it's going to take some time, okay? Because hub don't know that some node has been removed, and hub still tries to reach to the node which is not existing, right? So that's what is happening. So we are good here. So yeah, it will take some time anyway, so it will be gone. Now friends, what we will do next is, since we created this Selenium Grid infrastructure here, now we can execute our project here. So in the next video, we will see how we will execute our script into this Selenium Hub and this browsers. Okay, hope you like this video. Just subscribe to my channel, friends. Thank you very much.